Get that to turn that off. And always show health, HP bars. Let's turn that on.
That'll help us also be more tactical with unit placement and things like sacrifice too. I quite like that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So we have
Nice.
another tank here, but do we want to go fighters instead? Try and see what the pain link ability is all about?
Sure. Let's do that and mages.
Love it. Pop that on this
I think
unit.
I had more things, but I'll try to talk as we go through. When I remember things, I'll talk about other strategy. What I was most surprised by, perhaps, was how much we were able to pick up in that run. Like, so much that I can't even remember it all right now. So that's great.
Yeah, it seems like you can definitely go broad, although whether or not that was, like, bleeding us dry of money due to the food, I don't know. Like, is there a build where you just have 3 people on the field and you're just like, I'm just going to keep these 3 people alive?
In the early game, we can probably feed less people to bankroll some more high-end items.
So the
do we have the same starting
here,
mutation, by the way?
That's a great question. That might be randomized. It is not.
Okay,
we do have frugality again.
Okay.
And the mutation board itself is also the same, it appears.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so the pain link ability is 3 fighters form a link to 6 upgrades to 9 allied units. 30 upgrades to 50% of damage received is then spread among the units. Costs 20 mana, duration 5 seconds, cooldown 10 seconds. So it'll be up half of the time, assuming mana is going to be regenerated at a reasonable rate.
Okay, so you're just spreading your damage around the whole team, which means you're going to want to kill quickly and then to have regeneration effects.
Yes.
So things like when you feed, your people heal will be really, really strong with Pain Link.
Definitely true, because it seems like the healers target an individual as they heal, right? So having a broader healing effect that's smaller seems like it would work with this better. And then we want to take the Charmed Ring and start focusing on mages.
Do it.
I also offer here that we may want to upgrade like 3 times.
A couple times. Sure. Go nuts. Those first fights are not hard.
Not even slightly. It seems like probably a party of just normals would even be able to get
You
through
want
it.
to equip the ring on someone just for the stats?
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's pop you there. Looks about right to me.
Oh, it teleported and it killed one of our people.
So it did, but we've got our second ring here.
We
in
sure
the
do.
Elden Charmed Ring, and it was also just a normal trash unit, so we can just replenish that.
But we can't because we don't have enough money to do that. If you're buying the ring.
Right, yes, that's true. We don't have the ability to do both.
And I think we
at the
should
same
buy the
time.
ring.
Yes, definitely. Take that, pop that on you.
Oh, that's a cool looking unit right there.
My man ascended as hell.
Is Mages online on 3?
Mages is 3, yes.
You ain't my mage. Okay.
Alright, let's go to the mutation upgrade here. We may... Actually, you know what?
Time to die.
I'm going to get a puny human further forward here.
Okay.
That may just be a sacrificial lamb.
Love it.
How are we going to get through the next room?
Next room will be fine.
Fighters can stun enemies. These are fighters, right?
That'll get us through. If it goes off.
Could do. Then we have to go to the store to the
might
left.
just save us.
So we should be able to make it through this fight, but does anyone have enough HP that they can help tank? No, just Dorothy. Okay, Dorothy Clicker. Don't die.
Good luck. These people have better stats. They'll live. Yeah, and they're leveling up now. You know what? The individual level ups might be more impactful in the early game too. That might be part of the thing.
It also seems like they didn't heal on level up.
Curious.
Not that I could see, at least. So we can get the boxing gloves, get a second fighter out on the board.
Is that fighters or is that emitter?
It's fighter.
That's fighter. What does the emitter look like? Oh, it's 3 dots.
Yeah, that's the
Right,
eggheads.
Egghead. Okay, right. Okay. Fighters it is.
Let's get you there. Give you the boxing gloves. Now, do we want to try and reroll looking for another fighter kit? Or a mage kit, even?
Or mage. Yeah. Yeah, and we might want... Gosh, do we just buy one healer just to heal up this fighter right now? So that we don't lose the gear?
I don't dislike that, actually. But in that world, let's take a unit, the healer, and then upgrade.
Okay. I like that. I also wonder if we should be rushing more of the mutations faster, right? Like, If we could get to heal on feed sooner rather than later, that might be pretty huge. Or vampirism? Is vampirism your fighter's heal?
Fencers heal themselves.
Fencers. That's what I'm confusing. Fencers and fighters. Okay.
Spiky armor. Tanks return 15% damage back to the attacker. So if...
Whoa.
So, yeah, the system we mentioned prior, that you'd mentioned prior, actually, specifically, the shooters then wanting to synergize with the cultists, because that is a prerequisite for the cultist line. We can also see that represented up here. Fencers bar your ability to get to tanks. And, in fact, fencers also bar your ability to get to fighters, which is up here. Fighters damage is increased by 10 with every attack. So we can focus on going all of those, and then slash fencers in later for more damage.
Yeah. Yeah. And is the recycle there the one that gives healing?
Yes, that's the puny humans one.
Okay.
We could feed before this battle, but we could also just not do that because there's one enemy.
I don't think we need to. Yeah, we're gonna destroy this enemy.
200 HP. Okay, cool.
Oh, it's Buzzsaw Man.
Didn't even
Not
heal.
close. I don't think we need food.
Probably not. We may be running on 5. Well,
But
we're
we
increasing to
probably will.
7 relatively soon. So do we then just want to take the ability to get to 14 so we can do 2 food stacks at 7?
That's smart. That's smart. And then go in, feed, fight. Hope we make it through. See, this feels better.
I wasn't
This
even
is-
going to feed.
This is the thing. Okay, this is the thing. Maybe that was my biggest takeaway, which is harder to express, is the just meta concept of tightrope walking. Right. So often in these games, you want to do, and I've kind of expressed this a bunch of different ways for different resources, for food, for money, but you want to be just strong enough, but not be too strong, because often that means you're being inefficient with resource, right?
Yep.
So if you spend too much on crappy early game items, if you take too many crappy early game damage cards in Slay the Spire, then that will dilute your end game.
Yeah, it's a trade-off that you're making in that. Okay, so it seems like you have an event at the start of every floor. Would you like to take it?
Sure. This one's called Suit. As they move to the next level, your humans come across an odd gentleman. He's wearing a blue suit. There's a lot of blue suits in this game. And holding a briefcase. You, yes you, Alfina, you're coming with me. I'm low on agents. What is the world coming to? Freeman eaten by zombies? Alex splattered by a giant tentacled robot? 153 agents gone already. So, you coming? Freeman? Alex? Huh?
Yep.
Okay.
A man in a blue suit holding a briefcase.
Yep. I see. I see.
The right man in the right place can make all the difference in the world, Dr. Freeman. So wake up and smell the ashes. Do just be on your way, will you? Or do you want to be hit in the head with a fridge? So Alfina, I don't even know who Alfina is on our team right now.
But all of our people are upgraded.
He's probably going to give us something in return, you'd imagine.
It's true, but is Alfina our level 3 mage? Like our level 3 item mage? Our
It's
max
impossible
level
to
mage?
know, unfortunately. We could
We
just say
can't
go
know.
away. We want to focus on what we're currently doing.
I think we can say go away. Because whatever he's going to give us right now is... Do you even know who I am? Every school student used to have a theory about my identity in the aughts. That's it. I can't take it anymore. I'm resigning. The gentleman throws the briefcase at the nearest human and disappears. Anastasia dies on the spot, but you find 20 tokens in the briefcase.
Okay, so negating is not just avoiding the thing itself. It's a different
you still
choice.
get an interaction. You can't choose to have no interaction here.
That was our
So,
better
but who-
mage.
No. Okay, but we got 20 tokens, so
To
replaceable.
get another
actually.
mage, but we can't. It's not going to be. It's not the same, Teak.
Yeah, there's gonna be some re-rolling now. Yeah, it's not the same without Anastasia. You're right.
Same
Anastasia.
if you could.
What's the orange icon? I don't remember that one.
This is Bomber. It's throws. Receives the bomb ability when 2 to 3 are on the same team.
Ratchet. This new weapon is quite powerful.
It's actually quite a good clag.
Thank you. So there's is it's just a Sailor Moon outfit that we can take.
Yeah, we
So
can
are
be
we
Sailor
gonna do it?
Fuku.
We got to get our mages online.
I think we do want to do that. I think we do have the possibility of instead trying to open ourselves into fences to try and utilize the mutations that are going to be taking us up
that
to
are
Fury.
sooner. Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
regardless, actually, let's just buy the sale first.
And see if it'll happen here, right? It might.
It won't.
It might only happen on reroll. Yeah.
Is this a max
Okay.
level store? Can't upgrade
Oh
it.
my gosh, you're right. Our store is maxed. Okay, so we did good. This means we were quite close to max before, actually.
Mm-hmm. Let's take you. Let's take body. Let's put that on you. Doesn't give you a second modifier, but it does give you your HP back. Nicolay Blaine. Oh man, that's a good sprite right there.
That is a good sprite and a good name. This makes me wonder if you go to mutations, the next token upgrade is 10. Like, what is the rate that you should be investing in this if you're going to be taking level 2 and 3 items? Maybe a good starting heuristic is try to take 1 per dungeon, like 1 per level down.
Mm-hmm. The only difficulty is if it constantly hits things that are outside class types you even want to use, suddenly it's a huge investment to do nothing. 1. It's true.
So if it hits, as an example, that suit, what was that, 13 cost?
12.
And so we'd be 12 cost? Okay. So at 40%, it's going from 25%, it's going from 3 off to, okay, well then it depends on rounding. It'll be like 5 off. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You'd have to really buy quite a lot of high-level stuff for that to pay off, huh?
Seems like it. But hey, that could easily be part of your builds. I don't know what the breadth of these are at the moment.
We haven't played enough.
Exactly. I want to take the reroll and see if we can get one of the teams online.
Sure.
There's yoga parts for another fighter.
Okay. I like it.
Other than that, we could also even get a healer out on the board, but we don't have the money for that right now. So let's take the fighter.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough because we're going to be pain splitting and we're going to kill off our healer. Having triple stunner is going to feel really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that mutation might be part of the reason why fencing is a habit.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so there are the fighters on the board. Why that mutation might be why fencer. So as in the vampirism going up here?
No, I'm saying why fencing was the right choice there. Sometimes I look in retrospect like that was the one extra piece that made that choice good. We already had the fighting. Isn't our mutation that fighters get a stun? I keep missing up fencing and fighting, and that's making it very hard to follow what I'm trying to say. We had the fighters mutation, which made it even better to take more fighters because our damage mitigation will be significant because of the stuns going off.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, interestingly, the line after Fury is evasion. Healers have a 30% chance to evade enemy attacks, but that does require a giant preamble.
It takes
over
both,
here.
right? We confirmed that before, that it's not just one or the other. Like, we need
Has to be both.
Okay. Wow, that is a super expensive path, isn't it?
I mean,
but it gets you
caps
towards
out
the Omni upgrade. Yeah.
All the units receive plus 50% to health, which to me seems like that's incredible.
Like a pretty good end game, especially when our tanks had like 2,000 health, right?
Let's get some more information about what we might want to build into by going to the mutations above.
I like it.
I'm also going to back you up just one space and back you up another. Actually, you know what? You're going to the very back of the party. Don't engage.
You just stay back here. Oh my. Wow, they barely lived.
Still alive.
Oh,
weighted dice. All abilities are 1.3 times more likely to trigger.
That's pretty cool.
But they're spells that are based on mana. So what is
Stun.
likelihood to do with it? Oh, right. Yeah. Got it.
This was a chance, right?
It was... No, that's just mana.
So what abilities do we have that are random?
None that I'm aware of.
We've got to just take it and figure out what it's making happen, right?
Do we? Because it's 2 to reroll as well, and if we can find things that modify fighters or...
Yeah, maybe it's better. Also, emitters were something we thought about taking. Super fun.
Lancers receive plus
Lancers.
Let's go for the reroll. Explosive tank. Tanks use explosive projectiles that deal 15 damage. Eggheads use explosive projectiles that deal 15 flash damage. Huh. So you can get the same mutation across different classes as well. Interesting.
It's curious.
Oh, it costs 1 less for the reroll now.
Weird.
It
That
even
first
says restock
reroll
for
is-
free. Oh, it was. It wasn't a cost next to it. It was how many times you can do it.
Oh. Okay, but we got to a mage one.
All ability cooldowns
Oh.
are 1.3 times lower. The mage one
Okay.
is mages burn 10 enemy mana on attack, preventing them from using their abilities.
Interesting. What are you thinking? I feel like left side is kind of, it's just going to make us better across the board.
Yeah. I also think
Especially with the stuns.
the first thing I did was check the attack speeds of each of our mages, and both of them are at 0.5. It doesn't seem like mage equipment is likely to upgrade someone's attack speed. So
Yeah.
if you're doing mana burn on hit, you want to have a higher attack speed.
Right.
Guess it's probably better to go for the fast reload here.
I like it. That also means that we will want to get lightning bolts. Like, we should try to finish our mages so that we have a damage dealing ability that's benefiting.
Should that help dictate our path in any way then? Because shop's down to the bottom right, so we would have to go
How hungry
across
are
and then down.
people?
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we
fed to heck. Let's go across the right and then down to the south.
okay. I like that.
I think like we're probably going to lose a fighter
Oh,
in this room,
boy.
unfortunately.
Maybe we push the level 3 mage towards the front then.
140 health.
Ooh, that's not much. But neither are these. Like, nobody has much health. And they only
It's
have the level
true.
1 ring, so they're an acceptable cost.
All right.
It's not like anyone else has more defense, right? Or do the fighters have more defense? Actually, they might.
Oh,
Oh my.
they lived.
We lost no one.
No, we lost the healer.
Oh, acceptable cost. Can we upgrade food healing substantially right now? Like, I guess we should go to the...
Yeah, we can get to food healing because it will cost us the ability to go for vampirism, right? Because we have to go vampirism, metabolism here. So that'd be 5 and 5 gets us 10. And then we could get a second level of metabolism. We'd have the ability to start healing what I imagine is probably 20% max HP when fed.
Which is not nothing.
It's not nothing, but also no one's hungry at the moment. But they will be negative 20% as we go into the next room. Yeah, let's. But then we have to have the money to actually buy stuff in the next room to get our mages back online.
Well, there'll be a fight there. The stores have fights.
Yes, but is the income going to be enough?
That's true. And also the food has fights?
Yes. It seems like every room has a fight.
Okay.
Unless it like specifically doesn't because it's got something else.
Maybe we'll be fine.
We can just go for the mutations right now and fix the... We can do the same thing, right? Vampirism, metabolism level 2, and then feed.
I kind of like that path. Because then we're also more effective here, which might actually matter.
It was 10 to 30% max HP, and the next level is
next level is
60.
60? That's the path for Pain Split.
Yep,
Yeah, that
100%.
okay. I'm glad we did it. Because we hadn't taken multi-levels of anything yet, and I really wanted to see what that would do for us. And it saved our team. Because otherwise we would have
Exceedingly
lost the
effective.
punching fighter. Nice.
Okay, none of these are new fighter abilities. We do have the ability to get a BFG online. Wouldn't be a second shooter. We have no mages
reroll,
available
right?
here. Yeah, let's go for
Yeah.
it.
Get
Still no
mage and/or
mages available,
healer.
but we could get some some healer. Yep.
Yeah.
We have the
Just
ability
like
to
a
just put
cheap-
bomb throwers. No, we don't. We don't have the money for it. Let's go healer. Take that. So on the reroll, we would need to be able to find a very cheap mage item. I don't think there are those because the charmed ring appeared to be the only
Was
like
10.
low cost
Yeah.
charmed fighter, and then the Elden Ring
Oh,
was the
that's
next
the
one.
2 or 4. Charmed Ring was 4. Elden was 10. The Sailor Moon suit was what, 12?
12.
So yeah, you're right. Not a lot of low cost mages, huh? Yeah.
Let's get the healer
At least
there.
that
in
we've
the
seen,
center.
but the class pool is pretty big. Throwers, healers, eldritch, tanks, lancers, fighters, fencers,
Mm-hmm.
eggheads, gunners.
There's a
lot.
ridiculous amount of them.
Yeah.
All right. I think the party is kind of how we're going to want to roll it for the moment. Go south to the mission.
To the event. Sure. Wonder if it's zombies again.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
All right.
It is nice. It's flavorful.
Do we want to go for the same resolution as we did last time? We'll end up losing someone.
Let's
get a
go.
bunch of
Let's
money.
try to do something different. What's going? But I think it's going to be the same quest.
Charging the battery.
Yeah.
Because that just skipped through to the end of it. Yeah, we didn't even have a choice not to take it there. So that's just the, yeah, I've seen this dialogue before option.
I guess so. To the quest.
Oh, we can't even feed in this room because we haven't got extra food. Okay, so we'll feed at the end of this room. Just try and fight them like this.
Oh, is the food symbol? It might let us partial feed. Okay, no.
Not enough feed, buy it in food shop, or throw someone in the sacrificial pit. Yeah, just really wants us
sacrificial
to...
pit might be a, like, we desperately need to eat situation.
There goes one of our fighters who was standing in the back line.
Rip.
Rude.
It's okay, though. We can go into the next room up north, and we'll replace. This will be all right.
I like it. Probably also eat before the fight so we don't lose another one.
Yeah, no lie.
Throw you back down there.
Yeah, because we're about to buy more people too, so it'll be efficient to eat here.
Seems it.
Oh, I like the, like, one of our fighters did kind of a backflip thing. That was cool.
They're just styling. They're trying to get those extra style points in. Yeah, none of this seems relevant to the build as we're currently running it unless we were trying to change to something else.
I thought there was a world where we were going in on eggheads and stuff to be additional, but, like, I think it's pretty important that we use fighters with as many good fighter perks as we have right now. Mutations? Mutations.
I like it too. Yeah, it seems... If I was going to cut anything, like if one of the mages dies, maybe I would just start focusing on a different damage backline.
Right. Take fencers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just have double damage front line even.
But for the moment, boxing gloves, that's what we missed out on. Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to get the mage. There is a plague mask. We could get a second, but that wouldn't actually be healing. It'd be damaging the enemies.
That's the damage plague. Yeah. Although it would give more healing to the other.
That is true. That is true. It does have value in that.
Not the end of the world. Maybe we do buy this ring.
Oh, wait, right. No, because you've got the base ring. Yeah, so that's actually Mages Online.
Yeah.
I thought that was the ring that it's all good.
This is the one that got killed by Eventman.
Yes, but of course. That'll do. I
think we just got a lot stronger. Like a lot.
Hugely. All right, let's pop across.
Forward. Oh, but we're about to... Well... Hopefully...
Oh, as in one of them's
going
to turn into... Yeah, zomb. Gosh, maybe we should have gotten a puny human.
Choose. Yeah, just like take 2 extra people and just put them out and not even equip the new gear yet. That's okay. You live and you learn.
I'm gonna
maybe it'll replace
try and make first contact with Alfenia, just in case. Just in case that's like the first contact is the person that's gonna get.
That's the thing. That would be awesome. Seems like the T-virus is in the wild. Oh, random chance or very clever play.
Who knows?
Hard
Certainly one of the two.
Surely one of them.
Oh,
which one?
Gosh, we get to spend a lot of hunger heading back here. That's fine.
Okay.
We'll end up feeding the whole party as well.
We could telly. Oh,
we don't. Yeah, I don't think we have a second teleporter point. So, do we now go secret knowledge?
Yeah, we should. Yeah. It's secret knowledge time.
Your eggheads can now summon buff turrets much faster.
Okay, eggheads time.
I think it is. Unfortunately,
I actually like that build. Fighters, mages, eggheads, because eggheads are kind of a frontline unit too. At least that's what it seemed like.
Yeah, I wonder if we'd be able to spread to their turrets and have the turrets take damage from Pain Link.
It just says allied unit, right? So maybe we could Pain Link to turrets or to Eldritch. That'd be pretty cool.
Okay, There's the food so that we don't starve here. Right, we're just cutting across to the teleporter, I guess, because there's probably something on the other side.
Yeah, yeah. Just explore the level, right?
Just normal store.
Heck yeah. That's good though. We don't have fighters online right now. That seems like that might be worth getting online. While the level's pretty easy.
Thunderbolt zapped nerds. I'm going to turn the speed up off so that we can see it zapping nerds in real time in the next room.
Okay. We're pretty much zapping nerds in general, though.
Is that level 5 level up?
Look at the sword.
That's Egghead, baby. That's 3 different Egghead items.
Just bop, bop, bop. Just pure instinct.
Bop, 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 bop. And I need to know what this sword is called. The Dragon Slayer.
Yes, of course.
Definitely seems like one. Now,
Buster Blade.
Does that mean we just get 3 people and pop them on the board with them?
I think so. Unless there's a shop to where we can buy closer to the boss for food concerns, then.
No.
And there's food right below us.
Yeah,
so we can get food right here before we leave too. Which is ideal because our team has grown larger.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can literally just walk to food in any direction.
It's not so much for saving, it's also for the extra money. Because I think we'll trounce any fights.
Okay.
I don't think it'll be close. I think we're gonna obliterate them.
Nikolai Panshin looking like a engineer from Team Fortress 2.
Maybe they're midliners. They kind of look like gunners. They kind of look like maybe they aren't frontliners.
Yeah, they seem like they're not, right? Let's have a little bit of a quick look at their stats. They're lower on speed, they're lower on armor otherwise.
The health is not bad though.
It's definitely not bad on their part. The emitter is built 500% faster.
Wow.
All ability cooldowns are 1.3 times lower. And every 3 eggheads build a 1 level emitter.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so you really benefit from having a fair few of them.
Seems like it.
And actually, is it a 3-4-5? Do we need more emitter types or more egghead types to get to the higher level turret?
It is 3, 4, 5.
Yes. Okay, so wow, you can build just a whole team of eggheads. I wonder what the unit to put with them is. Honestly, egghead fighters might just work.
It may do. I kind of want to drop Dorothy back a little bit. Don't engage in the fight immediately.
Food fight. Food is gonna eating will heal us too, which is super exciting.
Okay, so there's the emitter.
That thing is incredible. We just made a giant Tesla tower.
Was it just dealing area of effect damage the entire time? Is that what we were seeing?
It looked like it was zapping some stuff. It can be I will admit, one of my weaknesses as we're seeing an era of more games that somewhat auto battle is I'm not very good at watching and seeing what's happening when I'm not making it happen. Lots of times I'm like, it is clear that we won this fight, and it did look like my units were taking actions. I'm certain of that much.
I can give you no other information.
That's all that I've learned. That's right. Unfortunately, that's the extent of my knowledge. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's a lot. Are they higher level this time too?
Painlink! Painlink saved everyone.
It did. It did, just in time too.
Now, is that an item that we already have?
That's a new egghead.
That's a new egghead, yeah.
We should do it.
Let's feed first, because I got exactly enough food for 9 people. Smart. I mean, I guess we are teleporting back here or here, and then we have to go through food to get to the boss. So we can just feed at the door of the boss.
Just wait.
Yeah, try and save this for longer so that we're like leaving this level on full food.
Seems like a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. You go. There. What is this? Cart full of toxins. Didn't seem to help their stats in a significant way. Probably not, because I'd want to buy the expensive food in this place, I think.
And that's gonna cost us what? We
We
can't get the cheese curds yet. That's next
It's
level.
true. Cheese goes to the next level. We do
And
have the
actually,
ability
have
to
we
possibly
bought out
save
this shop
for them.
slightly? That shop, I don't know how much is left in that shop.
I think there might be just one piece of food. Yeah.
Just the one thing. Okay.
So yeah, we could totally reroll here.
I think
Looking
we should.
for
I
more
think we should
emitters.
reroll in case we get the 5th egghead. That would be wild.
There's all of the badges.
Or like
for...
fighters.
Actually,
fighters.
almost every one of these except for the periodic table we already have on the board.
That's funny. We just rolled into our gear.
Mm-hmm. Let's try again. Oh, it was 14 as well on the Sailor Fuku.
Okay.
That's not new. Gravgun is being held by Farrah Fowler.
There's a world to where we just put a duplicate turret online, since getting to 6 eggheads, which we're at 4 right now, gets us another turret. Not 6 individual, not 6 unique items, but wasn't the effect for every 3 eggheads that you have, build an emitter?
Yeah, it was.
And so there is a consideration to try to get towards that 5 and 6th. But we can't afford to do that and also buy food. So maybe this is just count the losses.
Let's count the losses for the moment, but if we start losing mages, or if we start freeing up some space on the board, then maybe that's something we want to do as soon as possible on the next floor.
Yeah. That's a good idea, because our team is getting quite... Our maintenance costs are going to be quite high. I'm glad we're going to get a heal right before the boss, too. We were kind of touch and go at the beginning of this level and the end of the last one. I feel like we've definitely brought it back online in a very real way.
Definitely. It's another 25 to get the 2nd level of metabolism, but that might be something we want to go to quickly. But also
Save
Fury.
yeah.
We can even just turn Fury on right now. Fighter's damage increased by 10 with every attack.
That might be worth. Like, it doesn't seem like we're bailing out of fighters anytime soon. And what's the next level up there?
Sorry, on the
Is
mutations.
that the evasion? But we can't take it.
Yeah, that's the evasion for healers, but we would have to get the other line entirely. But this is just 20 on the next level of Fury as well. Cool.
Okay.
So we go into the next room and then we feed before the fight is the optimal way to do it, right? Yeah, the hunger trigger, and then we chomp chomp.
Eating. Oh, I forgot about this surround. Or did we fight this before? This might be a different boss.
Yeah, I don't think it is the same boss, so I don't think that's deterministic. Let's pop the mages kind of closer to the middle, and the emitters kind of close as well.
Good luck. Do your best.
Make us proud.
I think with the tower will be good. I want to see this thing zip zap some noobs. Honestly, it was almost like another Thunderstrike, it looked like.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't lose anyone, did we?
Nope. That's all 10 survived. We may have even ended up with a little bit more HP on some of the midline targets.
But we're still missing a fighter.
Yep. That's a problem we probably want to roll.
I didn't notice them go through the tubes last time. That's cute. Crocodile head. A crocodile-faced humanoid falls on your team from above. Just to be clear, the face is where a human face would be. But there's no time to fight back. Buttercup immediately realizes her head is in the toothy maw. A cross-eyed face looks at her straight from the maw, saying, "Ome wa chigau." Then the crocodile face lets the victim go and asks, "What did he say?" Also,
Buttercup replies,
isn't it? What is "Oh my wa chigau"? I don't know.
I do not know. It seems like it might be
Gao.
kind of like a little bit of a like Omo Amo Shinderu kind
I
of
know
like
Ome,
reference.
yeah. But well, I've heard Chigau, but I don't know what the word means. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, Buttercup replies, "Something about magical girls? I'm not sure. Let me see again." I don't believe he recognized me, which is only natural, as I tend to maintain social distance from teeth. How about instead of answering, we just skin you for a suitcase and a couple of leather belts?
But I love that he asked. Maybe the question mark is the dev saying put something different in here later on. What did he say?
It may be something about magical girls. I mean, we have a sailor on the team. Let's see if that's relevant.
Sure. You'd know what he said if he'd recognized you. Damn, wrong again. Here, have some dumplings for your trouble. With that, the crocodile face disappears in a door that wasn't there a second ago, leaving you 10 dumplings.
Huh.
Food. We got food.
Yeah, it was just straight up food. That's all we got.
We'll take it.
Hey, that's a
effectively
fighter
10
right there.
Oh boy.
And it's a higher level one as well. Yellow suit. Negative 40% to your attack speed, but you become a lot tankier. So that's definitely going to become our frontliner. I think it's just click those.
I would take multiple of those. Like, that makes it much easier to tank with this unit. Although, pain split...
Yeah. It's exact, yeah. Of course it is.
When it said yellow suit, I thought it was going to be, what's the monkey and the man, that old, like...
Curious George.
Cartoon. Yeah, Curious George. Yeah, I thought it was going to be Curious George reference. But no. That's...
No,
you don't need a lot of attacks. You really just need about one.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people think that, you go into a fight and you go all out and, you just throw your kicks, throw your arm bars. But all this guy needs is one punch, man. Should we re-roll and see if we have the ability to find more eggs? Or do we hold the money? Because we are adjacent to 2 other stores.
1 egg. We're going to get fights. What if 6 egg?
What if 6 egg, though? I mean, it is an egg. It's one of the lower level ones in the grab gun. Lower speed, and it's decent HP plus to it. So they actually don't become awful in terms of possibility of frontlining. In fact, should probably invert those. Let me just shuffle this order a little bit.
Maybe they make good chump. I don't think we need more people. Maybe we call this Quiff and go south.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
We do have so many units, really, in this team. That's quite a lot of people.
It's a lot of people to feed. But thankfully,
we might be
like
saving
double
up for the
dipping.
25, right?
Sorry?
Are we saving up for the 25 mutation, the heal 60%?
Yes. I think that's a really good idea.
Maybe. Okay.
Right. Especially if we then go for one more fighter really quickly, because the fighters, they're 3 and 4. They're not even 3, 4, 5. So the second level goes from hitting, was it 6 adjacents? Let me just quickly check this one. 6 allied
to 9.
To 9, so we can cover so many people, and then we're getting way more effect out of the healing. I really like how this is currently stacked.
I think that's a cool build.
We also have another ability. Oh, Fury, right, because we activated that recently. Okay, cool. Let's throw these people in, I think. Actually, you can also go there.
And Fury, I noticed, just for anyone watching who may have missed it, it's increasing your damage per attack. So it's some guaranteed scaling through the fight, basically. A heroism style incremental buff.
Definitely seems. Oh, speaking of,
I think we should do it.
Right?
I think we should do it.
So many claws. God, yeah, let's just do it. It's gonna be like a bit rough to feed them right now, but
it is. These are some hungry units. We're gonna need to go get some foodies. But there's also a mutation next to us, which.
And we've got like the knowledge to know we can just re-roll that a bunch of times now as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's move our mages just to be a little bit more evenly spaced there at the very back, because they're not going to be slipping through that line in that way. And yeah.
What do you feel are our weaknesses right now?
That's a great question. It's the health on the 2 fighters that are in the unique, equipments. Do we ever take a claw in case this fighter dies and we want to put a fighter back on the board?
I was thinking about that, actually. And just roll the item.
I
don't think it's a bad idea.
It's only 4 cost.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And then we don't have to re-roll into it. Because it seems like keeping fighter synergy online is pretty important. That might be our weakness, is that if we lose a link, we might just lose.
Yeah, that does seem to be
Go, Saitama.
increasingly likely.
Get him.
Okay, the Saitamas are actually starting to take a bit of damage.
They're also splitting. You can see the
Link
pain
there is
split
working
animation.
well.
That's what you were seeing, I think, was the pain split animation, actually.
That would make
Pretty cool.
sense. There's another mage. Mage is really plus 40% to attack. Doesn't seem relevant. 1.3 times more likely to trigger. We have a second pass at possibly taking that. Heals receive plus 50% to health. That's a lot.
So
but don't
do we
any
have
healers.
do we have any abilities now which are chance based?
It's a good question. Do the emitters
Unless
have
the
anything?
stun is actually chance based, but
It's 500%
so far it
faster.
doesn't seem like it is.
Doesn't
Right?
seem
It
like
just
it,
goes
no.
off when it's online.
Let's
So maybe this is reroll.
pop that reroll there. None of these are relevant to anyone that we have on the board. We could get fences later on, have a 20% chance to deal 3 times damage on attack. That's relevant for fences,
Wow.
but fences already when you get 3 fences, isn't that then they get the ability to crit? So would it stack with that?
I think yes, because I think what you're really getting here is a mutation from the board. And remember, you can stack them up.
All right, let's
Although some of these mutations seems to be off board, don't they?
Egghead, they receive a plus 30% to attack speed.
Oh, but there's a fencer thing too. Or fighter. Fencer, fighter, lover, priest.
Midnight Joker. Fighters use explosive projectiles that deal 15 splash damage. I mean, we have a couple fighters on the board, that makes sense, but also the emitters, the eggheads receive plus 30% to their attack speed. Are they actually typically attack speed at all? None of them, I think, have attack speed modifications on their items. So no. Let's go with the fighters.
Cool. I like explosive damage fighters. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, I mean,
should
look,
should we get some food?
even amps the power of those. Yeah, let's go for the food, right? Then we have the ability
in
to
fact,
actually
we
try and
might-
heal our front line.
Feed when we go in, because
We can't feed yet. We'd have to eat someone.
Right.
Like,
Those
we could
mages are looking
start-
tastier.
That's what I'm saying, right? We can start sacking the mages.
Oh boy.
What do you think a wizard tastes like?
Wise.
A bit gamey, but wise.
Wizened.
Get him. No,
Wizened.
you're not Saitama. I saw you take 2 swings at that.
So now it's time for cheese curds, I guess.
Definitely.
And actually, that's
We can even just pop one of these, get to the ability to feed them twice, and then move as many rooms as
Yeah.
we need, and then feed.
yeah. That way we don't need to necessarily kill off our units. The time may still come.
Almost certainly. Do we need to
You
feed
know-
before this fight?
Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't feed because, like, with this many units, we need to be really cautious about. There's this funny thing that's going on, which is like the bigger your team is, the stronger it should be, and therefore the less you need to feed, and also the less you should feed. My problem right now is all of our fighters are low, and that worries me.
Yeah, I think
Gosh, I just-
now is definitely the time to feed. But,
Oh,
God,
dude,
if we
we're
had 5 more
tokens.
Exactly.
I know. Do you think we can just go south and live? Like one fight. One fight. We'll get to see how many units are spawning, right?
Yes. Proposition.
Put the mages up front.
Yeah.
Go do battle.
You've outlived your purpose,
They're actually
mage.
pretty strong though, dude. Like
They are.
they're all level 5. They're cranky. Although
We can
there's
we
only
can
3
pop
of
like
them
1 or 2 of these up front, pop you
to help
2 back.
split it bit. Yeah.
Yeah, because they've got like double the HP factor at the moment. Their armor
And
is
remember,
significantly
we
lower.
did take claws. So if we lose Clawman, it's not great because he's so high level.
Hmm.
But it's also not the end of the world. I think we'll be okay here. Saitama's like, listen, we're gonna make it out. We're gonna make it out. Pain split is awesome. Let's go.
Really,
7
really
Gs.
pulled us through.
We
Perfect.
did it. Let's do it. Let's mutate. Oh, that's the build. Although, so a problem that I have with builds like this is what we've just done is we've made something that's very, very good at mobbing, right? Like we can get through the dungeon fights, but ultimately we've invested a lot of currency in ultimately making hallway fights better.
Yep.
All of those upgrades will not improve our bossing, really. I guess just in that we can be more efficient on the way there.
So yes and no. We have gotten things that are going to be better in the AoE fights. Like I think the emitters in particular are quite good in the AoE fights.
Yeah.
I think obviously the splash damage on fighters is quite good in AoE fights. But
Yeah,
I think
true.
Fury, because of the length of boss fights and the amount of HP that the bosses have, Fury on fighters is ridiculous for boss fights. And I also think the damage of the mages.
Heal on feeding. The heal on feeding is not
right. Yes.
It literally cannot impact the boss fight. Other than that, will be more healthy going in.
Yes. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's take. Ooh, next is 50%, and it's just a full heal.
But honestly, where it is right now is really good. Like for 50, don't you just buy food and overfeed? I feel like at 50, at that point, just feed your team.
Yeah, you're paying to take, I guess, all healers off the board.
Right.
South or across? Yeah, let's go south. Otherwise, we're not going to really return to this place, I think.
Okay.
Oh, boss is off to the left.
Maybe we'll go fight the boss and then come back and... Can you go back before you leave? When the... Yeah. We can still explore after the boss. Tempting.
I think we ended that fight with about as much HP as we went in with, which is ideal. We are missing boxing gloves for our fighters at the moment. That's another fighter if we want it. Oh my god, that's another Saitama, ain't it?
I think we should take both of those boxing gloves.
Ooh, right, because it's low-level gear, so it's not protecting the character that's on.
Take both and have one in reserve, just like the claws. We're just maintaining fighter bonus.
So we have 12 food and 12 people. Before we feed, we may want to do something like...
Are we going to feed?
Sack Anastasia or Hulhan? No, we're not going to feed on this floor, right? But before we next feed, we may want to sack Anastasia, because 15 to an ally is nothing.
Not much for us. Yeah, it's just not relevant. Yeah, I agree. That's probably the first stack, because then we'll keep the mage bonus.
You can stay there. Get those gloves on. Gets our next level of fighter. Pain Link is going to be spreading out to 9 units on the board. So yeah, if we can possibly just have 9 units on the board, that would be cutting...
Basically, I think what we want is for our complement units to have decent health. And it seems like the eggheads can. The mages are going to struggle with that one. Increasingly, I don't think they're part of our end game. But we have to bridge there. And right now, they're a significant amount of our DPS still because the Thunderbolts are online. At least that's my intuition based on pew. Some things happened during the fight. I think my people used moves, right? Like, I've already admitted I'm not the best at judging the Autobattler, but it feels like it's contributing.
Sometimes they give you like really useful stat screens where you can see like after a fight, like this character did 40% of the damage that went out on the turn. This character tanked up and prevented this much damage, those kinds of things. That would be really useful. I think that would
because if they're like 4% damage, put them in the chute.
Exactly.
Get rid of them. Yeah.
Exactly. Although I will say, wanting to have 9 units so that we have Pain Link going to the whole party gives us Anastasia goes, all of the mages go. We're down to 9 units. We try and maintain this. If we ever want to boost above that, we can start getting more emitters to try and get another emitter. More eggheads to get another emitter.
And more Saitamas. I just want 6 one-punch men. Just a 6 or 7 punch, I think, is sufficient.
Yeah, I guess I could settle for 6 or 7 punch.
We don't even need to spread, right? We can just stay on the left side.
Oh, damn! Those
units are zombies. Aren't they?
Yeah.
Or were they Daleks?
No, they were zombies, which means that if we just blow this enemy up quickly, and we may blow them up quickly. I guess this falls down only if the enemy has AoE attacks that we haven't been thinking about. Is it time to tempt fate?
I hope that I remember them to be zombies. This is the floor where everything... Well, we'll see what happens.
I believe those are zombies. I seem to recall like the zombies swarming around the frontliner when we put them down.
Yeah, yeah.
Other than that, let's send it.
They're
Daleks.
they're definitely zapping us from range. But we destroyed this unit, so it was still correct.
Okay, we lost someone with the boxing gloves, but we have the boxing gloves replacement. We're about to possibly lose the person with the claws, but we also have the claws replacement. Yeah, we lost the claws
So brilliant. Okay, perhaps what we learned there was, gosh, maintaining the low-level fighters is going to be hard. We might try to look for another high-level fighting item, if there's another, or else put the low-level fighter, like, in the back corner. Trap them.
Unfortunately, we don't know yet whether there are, more items than you need to make characters high level, or if you have to carry a low level item if you want to get the full set bonuses.
Yeah, that might be. So this one is called Profit.
Sure. Do you want to take Andy and I'll take Amiko?
Sure. What is the goal of our journey, I wonder?
Movement is life.
We can literally die in the next room. Is no one else bothered by this?
Ugh, don't be a spoilsport. This place is Boring. What else is there to do here but kill monsters?
Suddenly, an old man clad in rags appears from a dark corner. He's carrying a staff made from old cable duct.
Kneel before the faceless, and your path to the breeding tube shall open.
I don't know what the breeding tube is. I like the sound of it. I'm in.
I like the sound. Has everyone but me gone off their rocker here? We're not kneeling before some weird unknown entity. Who are you anyway?
I'm a prophet of the faceless. But seriously, people, just kneel, and we'll go to the breeding tube. That place is so fun, but they won't let me in alone.
Kill the Natsu to loot his body, collectively kneel before the power of mighty Despot, or leave the prophet to his prayers and go.
We have to kneel. We need to breeding tube. No! As soon as humans kneel, the prophet grabs the pizza sack and makes for his corner. Pizza. Humans follow him, but only find smooth walls without a single nook to hide either the madman or the 5 stolen food. I always knew the clergy is all about swindling people.
Huh. I wonder if there are differential results of these based on the characters that you have on board, the items that you have on board, the classes as well. Because there was the previous one, the crocodile head, who was like, I guess I don't recognize you. Something would have happened if they recognized you. That seemed like the game trying to tell you that a different character would have been affected. But at the same rate, I had a magical girl on the board, which seemed like it would have been related. I guess the crocodile head may have been Saitama. If we had the yellow suit, maybe that would have done it. Because in the first season, doesn't a crocodile-headed dude fight him and try and eat him?
Yes, I think there is a crocodile-headed individual. I think so.
It's another Saitama if we want one.
I don't hate it.
I don't either, but it is another person to feed at the moment.
Do we have fighter mutations that we can upgrade yet?
That's a good question. We have the fighter's damage increased.
Fury.
We can increase that level right now.
But that's not so good with Saitama because slower attack speed, right? So if there was one that increased their health or something, I would be all over it. And maybe we need to be working towards the health perk, actually. Actually, maybe we do.
Mm-hmm. So
Maybe
this would be 10,
deal.
5, 5, 5 up there. So 10, 5, 5, 20, 25. And then this, maybe it's 5 on the unlock, maybe it's not. So we get shooters, mage bonus. They receive
mages,
plus 20 to
that's
mana.
relevant.
Throwers, then evasion. I think you're right that we want to work all the way up there.
Fighter gear and then work on that.
Yeah, I also kind of don't want to pay for the yellow suit right now.
I don't either. I'm thinking we start working on mutations because our team is so big. You know, I'm thinking like we want to quit losing value from units because a unit is a depreciating asset in a way. Even though they're leveling up, they're taking damage, they're likely to die. But the mutation, we will constantly be deriving value from, right? And it increases the value of each of these units that we play forever. It's like, I think we've proven that we're strong enough that we can start to work on getting a better relic pool, basically.
Yep. Agreed. All right, Scott's left.
Okay. Indeed. I do wish that we had all that food that was That feels
Mm.
relevant.
It
Oh, we're
really
onto the
does.
pyramids. Okay, we're gonna be really glad that we have our setup here. The pain split is probably gonna save some of our people.
So, do we want to start working up this line? Because if we do, then mages
Yeah.
receive their 20 to mana right now, right?
Yeah, yeah, and preventing them from using their big blast might be good.
Throwers.
We just need to save enough money to buy food when we find that, but we don't. There's no food relevant or net adjacent. Adjacent and relevant are so similar words.
Mm-hmm. We do have the ability to start turfing units for it still.
True, true, true. When and if we need, that's true.
Wow, we're really not bleeding at any kind of a rate here.
We're doing so much better with this build against these than we were with the tanks. Is it possible that tanks were bait? Surely not.
I don't think they were bait as much as the way that they need to be utilized, we don't know yet.
Maybe like we needed more medics on board just to support them, or maybe we needed better perks for them or something, like reflective armor so that we were actually killing things faster.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point, right? Because we got we didn't get vampirism, right? But had we would have gotten spiky armor after that for 5. Tanks receive return rather 15% damage back to the attacker. I can't even imagine what the next level of that is going to be, because this one down here
150.
Exactly, like mages get 20 to mana, next level 100 5 times.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah. And honestly, actually, healing food might have been relevant to our last build too, because we did frequently have tanks that were at like 50% life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not super comfy with the HP pool on either of these at the moment, so I kind of want to pull them back a little bit and throw one of the tankier.
Okay.
Yeah, two.
And
of
I mean,
the
they are
tankier
splitting, and
Amidas
they're splitting eagerly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but we're getting a mutation to the left, and mutation rooms do or don't have fights. Do every room has a fight?
We get to see regardless.
Yeah, fight.
Okay, we have a food adjacency as well, and yeah, there is a fight.
I think just it was quest rooms that don't have fights.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
I'm gonna send this. The Saitamas are still taking the damage because the emitters didn't move because they're ranged.
Right. They're just hanging out, but they didn't take much damage there. Actually, they did well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a couple Lancer mutations, but also a universal mutation.
Allows to go back in time once per level, returning to the time when puny humans were still alive.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Puny
this means that if you have a
humans.
if you have a room where things go wrong, you can like res and then eat or something.
You want to do it?
Sure. Yeah, I just want to try it. I mean, you know, it's like
I do want to know
pretty neat.
exactly what it means. Mutation active. So I don't really know how to
Maybe-
activate that one just yet.
Oh, wait. Maybe it's an Autobattler. Maybe when someone dies, it'll auto return and then just like roll the fight again, basically, just to give them a second chance to live.
It may
Or
well
to
do.
let you redeploy the positioning or something. I am so curious how this works. I'm really not sure. Nice. The egghead took a hit there for us.
Beautiful. All right, then we get the food after this and go for the full heal. Take 2 of the highest level here, I think. Just make
Hold up,
ourselves as
though.
safe as we can.
Because we're pretty close there to getting to the end of our mutation line. Can we?
Yeah,
To the
5,
plus 50
5.
health.
Oh, if this is 5, we can. It's 10.
It's 10. We're close. After this next room, we can get there. So
Right.
go north and heal,
I like it.
I guess. Okay. Yo, that's gonna be so much health. That feels like a big deal. That plus the we're gonna be so tanky with fighter pain split and everybody has plus max HP. Oh
Mhm.
my.
Okay, so
Truly
we have 5 units at the
unreal.
moment targeting the same Saitama. Painlink's only up half of the time. They got half of their HP down?
That's sweet. That means we're going further beyond. Let's take the 50%.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Let's do that. Second level of it is plus 100%, and it's just 15. I think we save money and just go for the next level of it.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Cut across the boss, I guess?
We might want to explore more, because we might want to feed one more time before the boss.
So teleport back to... Well, one down, one... Yeah, it's the same either way, right?
I guess if we're going to the boss, it's because we're not feeding and we're just trying to move on. So that's the question.
No, I think you're right. Let's go for the exploration and then try and feed before the boss. Buff before the raid, etc. kind of situation.
Okay, teleport
just
did not use an action, by the way. We were asking that before. We didn't lose any fed there.
Good up, good up. Sand him. So Pain Link immediately activates at the start of the fight, so it's not like building up mana from 0 and then casting things.
Is Pain Link mana free? Is it just... How much does it cost?
No, it costs 20 if I recall correctly. Yeah, 20 mana.
Okay.
But you do
expend
mana.
No,
it does as well. It costs 40.
Interesting. So having mana is relevant because of the stun is draining more of our potential Pain Link in a way.
Mm-hmm. If the fight goes long enough.
Mana?
I don't know if you regenerate mana in the fight, but if the fight goes long enough, you'll expend.
Before this fight, do you want to take plus 100% life?
Of course.
Oh my gosh. They have 1500 health. Saitama. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, by the way.
No, not at all.
I knew we were in Ultra Instinct mode, so I wanted to give us a chance. Just in case these ones hit hard.
We're almost like all level 5s on the squad now.
This squad is not trying to die.
Squad's popping off.
One more exploration to the right.
Let's do it.
We can tele back to the boss.
Yeah, there's no one else here anyway. I'm going to stagger this Saitama just a touch. And
Smart.
You know what? I'm actually also going to get the yoga pants,
now that they have so much health. Yeah.
Oh, so I understand this better now. So the health, or rather the item stats say, here's the stat effect, but plus 5% times level. So this is plus 25% to our damage given by the yoga pants. So I don't know if they would have base given 95 or if they base gave like 75 or something like that, and then the 25% modification rounded.
Okay.
I guess we actually might be able to tell that, right? Because yoga pants, 20 armor plus 5% times level. So 25% on top of that would be another 5 armor, getting us to 25. A unit by base has 10. And we've got negative 4.9 here. So yeah, I'm not really seeing how that's passing out at the moment.
I don't get the numbers there at all, right? Something we're missing.
Either it's some weird rounding or it's just something we need to track as the characters level up.
What's clear is that the gear is giving us additional bonuses as we're leveling up.
Yes. That's a good summary.
Much we know.
Nothing. Kick it. We could take like yoga pants to get ready for the possibility of this one dying, but because it's a one-off and it's so high level, I think we're fine just moving them away.
What's the next level of health bonus?
I think there is none. Yeah, we're capped out on that.
We're capped. Amazing. Wait, is this the boss that ate our units? Or is that the next floor? I don't want our ridiculous squad getting 8.
Good question. You know what? Let's hedge a bet anyway and get to 2, 3, maybe puny humans and just throw them at the very front.
And then worst case. Oh, then do we eat first?
No, we have to feed. Yeah. It's okay. We can teleport for free and then move. So we're not going to lose that much hunger by trying to do this. So we'll do that. 1, 2, 3. And that didn't change our hunger stats either.
They're like, I don't want to be up here.
No. I'm afraid you must. Sacrificial lambs and all. Sorry, valued members of the party.
Valued contributors. We'll know soon based on the map arrangement. Because remember, it was like,
Yeah, it's the hard surround one.
And right after this, we lost because we lost so many units here.
Yes, and I took us into a fight.
Oh gosh, they only have 100 health, dude. They're just gonna die to those. We definitely need to try to get the non-plant to attack the other things. But plant was only eating close-up units?
It did seem like it was exclusively eating melee.
Maybe we'll nuke it before it eats too many of our people. I think that our red shirts are going to get obliterated by the mobs here.
100%. I'm hoping that they
So-
buy enough time that we get to cut down squads, right? And
Yeah, because
just
I think the boss only had like 8,000 health. It really wasn't a ton.
yeah, because we were able to kill it with like a decimated party.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think you'll go over here. Yep. I like that about as much as I can like it.
Good luck, red shirts.
Devours and digests the nearest enemy. It's on a mana cooldown of once. It's nearest, so it's not even melee. It's just nearest.
Kill it before it eats another.
Okay, so we
only
lost the 3
lost
chumps and we
one.
lost the boxing gloves. That's it.
That's not bad. That's totally replaceable. We need to replace it though because pain split. So we should be looking for another fighter.
Yeah, no
The
kidding.
full
But
50% pain split is part of our build. But good thing we bought those red shirts.
yeah, no kidding. Good up. Good memory. Issakai, we've seen
Issakai is
this one
back.
before. Who are you? Can't
Yep.
remember your past because we can't. These are popping out. So we took this person along previously and they turned out to be a sharpshooter if I recall correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So
So let's take it again to see if we get the same result. Because maybe there is some randomness.
sure. The
FTL time.
alternative is trying to eat them and seeing if that gives us money. Food.
Or food. Yeah.
Richard joins the team. Chosen one and where are you? Yeah, you're wielding the BFG.
Still a BFG.
That's the same. God, do we then just like transmute you into food right now?
I mean, there's no reason to do so right away, right? Like, they're at
That's
least
true.
shooting a big gun.
We can wait just a moment.
What we need
Boxing
is,
gloves.
I guess, to re-roll, yeah.
None of those are boxing gloves.
Although that was a yellow suit on sale.
It was indeed. I think unless we start cutting things like the mages and the healer, we can have difficulty
a
slotting
lot,
in extra red suits.
I'm imagining an in game which is like 4 yellow suits and completed fighters, and then 4 of the highest level whatever. Other thing I'm looking for is any emitters that we're missing and any fighters that we haven't seen yet, because maybe there's one more fighter type, right?
Mm-hmm. We have both of those emitters.
Yeah.
We have
They're on sale.
that emitter as well.
And we're at 4 individual emitters right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's boxing gloves.
There's the boxing gloves. Definitely got to be taking those. Definitely got to get a unit to hold them.
So where do you think we're going next on mutations?
It's a great question. I mean, we could start stacking up the ones that we already have access to.
Mm-hmm.
Because it feels like we're probably not really going to have newbies on the party. We're definitely not going to have tentacles, so we can ignore this entire line safely.
I guess the question is with the newbie armor, does that armor pass over to their final form?
I don't think
Or is
so,
it
because they're a
literally just-
newbie type
Okay.
up here,
Yeah.
right? When you
Okay.
hover over that. Newbies, no abilities of any importance. Yes, that's the definition of them.
So we could stack your fighters are gaining more and more damage, and that wouldn't be atrocious for us. Is there an egghead mutation on this list?
None that I saw, no. Rubber bullets, mages, throwers, fighters,
That's
everyone, sail, fences.
and not bot lane, right? Because the bot
tank,
lane is
healer, and that's just
Cthulhu, Cthulhu, Cthulhu.
yeah, and newbies.
Are they really all 3 Cthulhu things after that?
Yep, tentacles, tentacles, tentacles.
Huh. Wow. Okay. So we're only getting mutations for eggheads from mutation rooms.
Seems that way, yeah. Although the emitters are built 500% faster. That was from the event, not from a mutation room.
You're right. In that
Right.
case, do we invest in the mages? Because we can make it to where mages are gaining more mana. That's like at least relevant to who we have right now.
We
Feels weird.
can, but are the mages ever running out of mana? They've got 200, 210,
Yeah.
170.
Maybe this is just like an
Three
in game
seconds.
of other auto battlers where you just start re-rolling really, really hard. because you just want one specific, key piece or something.
Mm-hmm. I think that is the case, and I think like what it is probably the next egghead, the final egghead, whatever that is.
Yeah.
So we have Gravgun. I'm just trying to keep their
Gravgun.
names in mind. Gravgun, Cart Full of Secrets, Cart Full of Toxins, and where is our flight? Ah, it's up here. The turret.
And turret. Okay. And what's the highest level of the ones we have in case we want like duplicates?
Highest level of the one we have.
Probably turret.
Yeah, okay, so the name is their rarity. So Gravgun is slightly less common. Cart Full of Toxins. Is that base? Or is that...
43. You can quickly just look at the stats, too. And that's giving me an idea.
It's true.
Like, this one's plus 43. The other one was plus 30. I think turret was plus 70. Gravgun 70.
Yeah.
Plus 100.
Plus 100.
Turret's probably... And turret costs 7, I recall.
Yes.
So
and we
there's
haven't
a 9
seen
cost.
many of them. We've seen dupes of pretty much all of the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Nothing there either.
Nothing.
There's another Saitama. There's another boxing gloves we could pick up at cheap.
It's probably a good idea, actually.
There's the extra turret.
Tempted? Very tempted.
I am tempted, but my temptation is like still looking at those mages. Like, make way for another emitter.
Us anything though.
They're not, but
yeah,
if
we can buy it. We don't have to deploy it yet. We can
It's true.
buy it since we don't want to waste 6 rerolls getting it again later once we're at 6.
let's save some money and go to the next room in case there's something super expensive.
Yeah. Plus we will need food soon, so certainly not the end of the world to save.
Thankfully, the next room is also food after this point. That's easy.
Oh my gosh, they're shooting from range. Hey, you can't just flop my One Punch Man around. Quit it. When did they learn how to do that?
That's wild as hell, and it still didn't really do much to us.
No, that's because we're the best. You want to reroll twice?
Yeah, let's do it.
Love to see the goods.
Hard pass. And
You want
probably
an
another
extra
hard
yoga
pass
pants?
there. We can. I guess, yeah,
You don't think we'll lose them?
they're probably going to start falling off a little bit, right? Yoga Pants gives so much HP. I guess, yeah, if we are going to lose one, it would be Yoga Pants or the suits because they're going to be the frontliners. Yeah, let's take a second pair of pants and waddle onwards.
I'm liking this, like, just holding the items that we need to recreate our combo.
Yep.
That's the only way I can imagine us losing right now. Or an enemy ability we're not... Oh, jeez. That's the boss. Are they going to eat us?
Devours and digests the nearby enemy. Yeah, that just ate Saitama. It only got one of them.
Okay. Well, on sale yellow suits are now a thing that we're looking for. So that's
100%.
good knowledge.
Let's double pop the food. There's 2 adjacent mutations.
Oh my. That's going to be nice. Let's see what they are, because maybe it'll be bigger healing. The final level.
Would love to see that.
Would.
Alright.
Okay, and we're now looking... Heck, I would take 2 yellow suits, because I'd like to deploy... I liked having 2 of them out.
Yeah, I think
Just
you're right.
a lot of tank. We're on fire, it seems.
Ooh. Tentacles receive plus 100% to the attack speed. Throwers plus 20 to armor. Healers receive plus 100% to attack speed. I think that's a reroll.
Agree.
Thrower attacks deals 4 times damage for 30 mana every 5 seconds.
Stuff?
Yeah, no kidding. Throwers have a chance to evade enemy attacks. I mean, nice. Shooters use range explosive projectiles that deal 60 splash damage. That'd be pretty good if we had, more than one shooter on the board.
Yeah, if we didn't just have the single BFG. Oh, fighter perk.
Fighters receive plus 100% to attack speed.
Clickety Rick.
Get clicked on.
That means all of a sudden the mutation, which gives them plus damage per attack, is way better. Like now they can not only scale up our defense but our offense as well. Very meaningfully.
Super significant. Actually, I might want to have a look at the possibility of doing that.
We might want to eat here too.
We could do 10, yeah. We probably do want to eat here, but like if we're about to eat, do we want to start turfing any of the other units that we're not using? Like the healer, the Richard Solid, the BFG wielder?
I'm not sure it's worth the food. I mean, like, because we don't immediately replace our DPS.
We don't, but also, how much is it meaningfully contributing?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we kill the BFG. If we're gonna get rid of the mages, then we do need to immediately get more people on board. We can get rid of the healer for sure.
Yeah,
let's do that.
I just wanted to get the BFG and the healer off the board.
Okay.
I do want to ultimately get the mages off the board, but not right now.
Okay. I like that cleanup. I like that cleanup a lot. And now we dine.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
And kill. Yeah, I think once we're to our final build of a couple more fighters and a couple more eggheads, then we can very easily lose some mages.
Totally agreed,
is that
right?
another fighter bonus that I see?
It is, and I cannot wait to see it
boy.
because it has a fist on it, which to me is like, that's probably relevant for us rather than, like just like you have 20 more mana or something.
Right.
But before I click on that, I will say I totally agree, right? Getting the 3 of those off the board gives us the ability, if we have the fifth egghead item, right? And then we put another, extra unit on the board, just someone with a turret. So we have 6 eggheads, but 5 different egghead items. So we get the highest level and we get 2 different emitters, and then the front line is just fighters, right?
Yes.
And it's pain link across the board and then heal with food.
That's a sweet build.
This is one fighter's attack deals 4 times damage for 30 mana every 5 seconds.
Okay.
Anastasia,
are we
is not a
overburdening
great
our
ruler
mana?
of That's a good question, right? I haven't seen anyone run out of mana, but I've also not been inspecting their mana pool as they're active on the field.
Yeah.
We could reroll and just try and look for some stuff.
That's a lot of damage. And they're scaling damage. We should take it.
Okay.
The question is, do we have to like equip it on someone? Or does it just go to someone randomly?
Seems like it goes to someone randomly.
Okay.
All right, let's cut across here because then if we want to get to the boss, we can just jump down here and then teleport up.
Okay. Ooh, I'm super excited to fill our team back in. I think that my dream is like 1 more yoga pants and 1 more yellow suit online. And then the missing egghead and another turret or something.
Mm-hmm. Those claw
So
crits were huge.
Yeah.
Although still, we don't want to put you in the front line. Yeah.
But they're healthier now with the plus 100% HP.
It's true.
Like they're not just straight dying.
At the same rate,
So
the
there's
enemies
a
are
yellow
also
suit.
dealing more damage. There is a yellow suit. Let's just click that one. Do we want to put it on the board immediately? Start leveling up?
Maybe we reroll once or twice to make sure that we don't that we can afford the egghead that we're missing.
Pass. That's the final egghead. We do it.
Let's go, baby.
So
let's go.
It's officially no mage time right now, right? Or we only need to take them out right before we feed.
Yeah. For now, they can go on a trip with us. We'll just have a bunch of units.
How?
And heck, maybe they'll get eaten.
It is so sad, though, for us to take them along knowing we fully intend for you to die.
Yeah, but, like, we're bridging. This is a concept that comes up in these rogues all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're bridging. Those mages had a very important role, which was to do the damage we needed until we got to our end game. You talked about playing TFT a minute ago. Don't the auto chess games have this concept too?
They definitely do. My man is 2 size.
Oh my gosh, he's big. Is that?
He's got a bunch of HP. That's a straight up Doc Ock right there.
I think that's like a rare unit. I think we need to keep them alive, but they're going to want to melee, maybe.
Yeah, they are going to become ridiculously tanky over the course of their growth. I think we...
Let's keep them towards the back to make sure they level up, because that item was rare. That item's going to be hard to replace.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. I like it.
Everything else we can
so
find.
Drop you slightly. Then you can go even.
So what we
further.
need now is one more egghead. Oh, but we got the extra turret, so we're good, right? We have 6?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
6.
Where's this? That's 5.
No, it's not. There's one with a very small lit barrier in between the two. So it's 1 here and then 5
Oh,
up
I see,
there.
I see. Sorry, when you hovered over eggheads, I was like, number says 5, right? Because that's unique items,
Yes.
which is
God, I
what
guess...
is it a turret level 3 or an emitter level 3? Is that what we're getting?
Yes, it is. Now, I haven't really seen the stats of the emitters themselves, but we know that they'll put
We can
them
check
down.
in the next fight.
Let's do it.
Man, that's hype. I'm super stoked on this. Is that a plant? Uh-oh.
There's the emitter.
Saitama, please. Saitama,
Costs a
no.
random effects, plus 30% damage, plus 17%
No,
armor, plus
Saitama,
30%.
no! Oh, we got
Okay,
out.
emitter impulses can be negative. Oh, no, negative to enemies or positive to allies. Got it. Cooldown's 5 seconds.
Oh,
duration
it's
is
not hurting
15?
things?
The cooldown is
No,
5
no.
seconds, the duration is 15 seconds. It stacks.
It's also attacking, right? Or was it never doing damage?
It
is it only
never
buffing?
appears to have done damage. It's just a buffer.
Oh.
And debuffer as well.
So, are we going to really regret cutting the mages then?
I don't think so.
No.
Because our
gonna be
fighters
enough.
are doing so much
That's
damage.
true. The fighters are killing now. Yeah.
Do we want to cop some food before we go out of here? Because we may end up
I don't
teleporting
mind
back.
staying higher now, right? That way we're never in a position where we're really caught off guard.
Actually, let's stay pretty high.
We're making money so fast now, too. This team stack. I like seeing this room because it's not going to devour one of my units.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
This is such a rude effect. That might be one of the reasons to not overexplore right now. Doc
Yeah,
Ock is bringing the thunder.
Not a bad reason. Damn, Doc
Did we
Ock.
get an intimidate
Get him.
effect?
I think that one just teleported away. Maybe it
And
was
was
trying to
just
be a ranger.
Hiding. Okay.
Ranger.
Nothing there we really need
Do
to
we need
replace.
extra yoga pants?
No, I already bought extra yoga pants.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hit one reroll just in case. Yeah. Alright, let's peace.
Gun on sale.
Do we want to teleport back and just go for the boss?
Honestly,
Or-
yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Exploring into a devour would just be really annoying.
We just don't need to. We're max level. There's not a major mutation we're trying to get right now.
So if we now want to decide to cut the mages, we actually may just decide that, you know what? 3 mages on the board is fine. We don't need to cut them for any reason because we can just pay for the food.
I think we just run them. I think
Okay.
that the 3 gold at this point every few rooms, like, I do think we should heal here.
Yeah, this seems like a
boss fight.
big boss.
Biggie boss.
Let's also upgrade the Fury level.
Yeah.
Next would be 50. Oh,
Wow.
we may want to save for that one.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Particularly Yoga Pants and Claw are going to just be doing so much damage with that.
That's
Wow.
a lot of bosses right there.
It is. What's that one's effect?
Octoboss,
50,000
no
health.
effect. Yeah, it's just got...
It's just giant. Oh, we're losing people, actually. This is just a bunch of...
We haven't lost anyone yet.
Not yet. Not yet. This feels like a gear check, almost. We get out of that scot-free? No. We lost a fighter. Oh, we won! Congratulations, Rhapsody. Take a peek, successful. GG.
GG, Teak. Congratulations,
This-
you've beaten my dungeon. What took you so long? Desperates from other realities can't wait for me to bring my team of puny humans to the King of the Hill. Whoa, hang on. King of the Hill confirmed final unit placement. Then they'll fight other humans who have completed the game. You won't be able to change the placement of your team between fights.
Okay. So, Saitama to the... Oh, but we can't replace our units? Can we eat?
No. I imagine they'll
gonna just-
probably be fully healed, but
Right?
like,
Yeah.
ouch. Do we still have 6 eggheads on the board? We still have 6 eggheads on the board at the absolute least.
But we don't have the full 3 fighters, which is a bummer.
That's going to be really,
That's-
really rough. No
That's
pain
really
link whatsoever.
substantial. Yeah. Good
Oh, is it
luck.
just going to give us a score?
I think it's gonna show us our fights.
Papa Mau Mau. All right,
This is
Papa
kind
Mau
of cool. So you get through a successful run, and that's kind of the simu. I'm gonna get toasted. Not close. Okay. All right.
So as it turns out, stacking a bunch of units near the end. Yeah, okay. That seems like that's how you go later. You start doing everything.
If you want to kill other people, if you want to win the true Despots game, it's not just about beating the AI. You
Exactly.
need to have 1,000,000 units. Fill your board such that you can kill. This is
What
this
we've
is a
done
cool
is
mini
thin
game.
decking.
Exactly. And boy, was it good at beating the game.
If we had all of our fighters on board, I think we'd actually do okay. Not great. I think we just at least cut half the enemy team rather than
Because all
2
these
of them.
teams have so many people.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we try that next time.
Mayhaps.
I mean,
Right.
certainly if PvP is your goal, it's clear what the meta is, which is, first of all, gunners. Like half of these teams have been full of crossbows.
Yep. A lot of them are heavily caked up on that.
I've seen a fair bit of. Oh, those are first pretzels. Pretzels are the throwers. I've seen a fair few eggheads. So they're just like stacking up on the value units, and then tank build. But we're moving now towards the bottom.
Yeah.
Our elo is dropping.
We've got the minimum valuable team, right?
Dude, this is such a savage way to punctuate our first win. All right, congratulations on beating the game.
You're so
luck.
much worse than most people who beat the game.
You have no clue how bad your team is compared to the PvP meta. But you beat the dungeon.
All right,
The,
Ryan. Are we... I assume it's going to have a mercy rule after 500 of you...
We will not be in the top 500.
No, I don't think so.
We based on that's 4 Dr. Ox. You can't just 5? You can't just do that. That was
It's a
too
lot.
many turrets. That was so many emitters.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Like 7
I don't
minutes,
agree.
21 eggheads.
I just don't agree. Poseidon? What even is that item? I don't think we've seen
Multiple
that.
Poseidons as well.
This team
cannot...
is full
Oh,
of
no, I can check
literal
them.
gods. Today, the leaderboard of Despot's game is not yours to claim. Get a grip and try again. No.
I think we'll go to the main menu after that one. Hell yeah!
I'm so cold. Why do I feel so cold?
Because we didn't make it. We're not the top 500,
GG.
but we did succeed. That's...
At beating the Despots game. The
Yes.
part that we beat the game, but we did not become King Despot.
That might take a couple more rounds, a little bit more learning. Obviously, like, we learned at the very end there that the teams that are on that top 500, flood units.
We might have to split this episode at the boundary of the 2 runs.
May well have to do.
That's like I don't feel like any time passed. I feel like we played 20 minutes of this game. And we've played some good games in Take a Peek so far, but that one really claimed me.
Deeply,
That's
deeply engrossing. I will mention, this game is 0.2.0.6. This is extremely early, and it's already in the place that it currently is. I'll also say there's going to be a link in the description down below to the Steam store page for the game. You will not be able to buy it at the moment. It is apparently releasing at some point in 2021, but there is a demo that you can play for free right now, if you'd like.
Whew.
I am covered in sweat. It's a hot day, so I'm gonna need to cycle the air in a little bit. But I think that's basically everything I needed to say. Teak, have you got anything else you'd like to say before we go out?
Go win the Despots game, and tell us about your top 500 build. Is it all crossbows?
If you make it, I would love to know.
I'm really curious. There's some cool things going on there. So.
Couldn't agree more. For the moment, though, my name's Rhapsody. His name's been Teak. That's been Rhaps and Teak. Take a peek. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next week.